This is my lucky World Series of Poker photo, an $18 million pot.
Let me see that. Wow, the money is neck deep on Antonio.
Okay, now let me explain what just happened. Number one, the gentleman that won $317,000 obviously practiced at several other places. He was online for a while. He made $5,000. Went to some local places, a couple clubs, and then one of his friends invited him and staked him at a casino. He got into the backroom game and won a whole bunch of money. Alright, so it didn't all happen, instantaneously, but here's what just happened. Here's what he did. He knew who was going to be playing in the backroom game, right? So before the game started, before everybody put on their sunglasses and their started playing music and got all hyper tense, he chatted with the guys and pulled out a photo. Right, now it wasn't exactly this one. I won't tell you exactly what he did because that's his strategy, but generically you want to pull out a big photo of somebody making money. Alright, so he showed some of the other guys the photo and they said, wow, that's a lot of money. And they got to talking about what they were going to do if they won $1 million, $500,000, a few $100,000. What would you spend it on? What would you buy? Alright, so while they're talking about and thinking about in this altered state, we'll call it a greed, happy greed state. If you go back and watch the video, you'll notice I had the guy on the right, our hero, winking. Right, so in the world of hypnosis, or NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, the technology wording is you ask a question that gets people excited, and then you anchor it or link it to something that you do. So it could be a wink, you could be wiggling your fingers, you could take the photo out, and wrinkle it, right? While you're playing poker. The point is that wherever he was, when he was talking to the poker players out in the room, by the time they got over to the table, his link, his extra energy link to all the money was still there. So when he got a very good hand of poker, he then winked or used his anchor. Now this is exactly what he did. Now he told me when he got to the back of the room, when he got his photo out, and he said, put that away. But he already had, shown the guy that he had put the photo in his pocket. So he ostensibly put it in his pocket, and when he had a good hand, he would pat his pocket, right? So that patting of the pocket reminded the other players that, to start thinking about, all this money. Now, normally when they would play tight and conservatively, he would, pat his pocket, and they'd suddenly get greedy and all excited, and they would bet when they should not. All right, this is the number one single specific thing that you can do to win at any kind of poker. Of course, we've created all kinds of invisible ways to do the same thing. I'm giving you something overt that you can use and play with, but there's many more, case studies because I work with a couple dozen poker players. Anyway, there you go. There's something you can test right away and make money with. Thanks.